Colds and coughs are common illnesses that affect people of all ages, especially during certain times of the year. They are usually harmless and clear up within a week or two. However, they can be quite bothersome, disrupting our daily routines and making us feel unwell. These illnesses are often caused by viruses that spread easily from person to person. They can also be triggered by other factors like bacteria, allergies, or irritants in the air. Understanding the causes, symptoms, and ways to prevent colds and coughs can help us manage these common ailments more effectively. By taking simple precautions and following basic hygiene practices, we can minimize the risk of getting infected and spreading these illnesses to others. While most colds and coughs are mild, it's important to recognize when symptoms are severe or persistent. In such cases, seeking medical advice is crucial for proper diagnosis and treatment. Colds and coughs can be caused by a variety of factors, with viral infections being the most common culprit. These tiny invaders hijack our body's cells to replicate, triggering an immune response that leads to the familiar symptoms we experience. Apart from viruses, bacteria can also cause respiratory infections, though these are less common. Bacterial infections often require treatment with antibiotics, unlike viral infections. Allergies are another common trigger, causing our immune systems to overreact to harmless substances like pollen, dust mites, or pet dander. This immune response can lead to inflammation and irritation in the airways, resulting in cold-like symptoms. Irritants in the environment, such as smoke, pollution, or strong fumes, can also irritate the airways and cause coughing. Exposure to these irritants can worsen existing respiratory conditions like asthma. Finally, sudden changes in weather, especially drops in temperature, can weaken our immune systems, making us more susceptible to infections. Cold and cough viruses spread easily from person to person, primarily through tiny droplets released into the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. These droplets can travel up to 6 feet and infect others who inhale them. Touching contaminated surfaces is another way these viruses spread. An infected person may touch their nose or mouth, contaminating their hands with the virus. This virus can then be transferred to surfaces like doorknobs, phones, or toys, where it can survive for several hours. Close contact with infected individuals, such as hugging, kissing, or sharing utensils, increases the risk of transmission. It's important to maintain good hygiene practices, like frequent hand washing and covering our mouths and noses when coughing or sneezing, to prevent the spread of germs. Cold and cough symptoms usually appear gradually, starting with a scratchy throat and runny nose. The nasal discharge may be clear initially, but can turn thicker and yellowish-green as the illness progresses. A sore throat is another common symptom, often accompanied by difficulty swallowing. The cough may be dry at first, becoming productive as the body produces mucus to clear the airways. Other symptoms include sneezing congestion, headache, low-grade fever, body aches, and fatigue. These symptoms are the body's way of fighting off the infection. While most colds and coughs resolve on their own, some symptoms, like high fever, difficulty breathing, or chest pain, warrant medical attention. Section 5. Your body's defense system, fighting back against invaders. When a cold or cough virus enters our body, our immune system launches a multi-pronged attack to neutralize the threat. The first line of defense is the mucous membrane lining our respiratory tract, which traps foreign particles and prevents them from entering the body. If the virus manages to bypass this barrier, specialized white blood cells called macrophages engulf and destroy the invaders. This process triggers an inflammatory response, causing the blood vessels in the affected area to dilate and become more permeable. This increased blood flow brings more immune cells to the site of infection, leading to symptoms like redness, swelling, and pain. The body also releases chemicals called cytokines, which signal other immune cells to join the fight and raise body temperature to inhibit viral replication. Coughing is a reflex that helps clear the airways of irritants and mucus. Mucus production increases during a cold or cough to trap the virus and other debris, making it easier to expel them from the body. Section 6. Deciphering the cough different types and their implications. Coughs are not all the same. They can vary in sound, duration, and productivity, providing clues about the underlying cause. A dry cough is non-productive, meaning it doesn't produce phlegm or mucus. It's often caused by irritation or inflammation in the airways, and is common in the early stages of a cold or flu. A wet or productive cough, on the other hand, brings up phlegm, which helps clear the airways of irritants and infection. This type of cough is common in conditions like bronchitis or pneumonia. Whooping cough is a highly contagious bacterial infection, characterized by a severe cough followed by a high-pitched whoop sound during inhalation. It requires medical attention and can be prevented through vaccination. A chronic cough is defined as a cough that lasts for 8 weeks or longer in adults or 4 weeks in children. It can be caused by various factors, including smoking, allergies, asthma, or gastroesophageal reflux disease, also known as GERD. Understanding the characteristics of different coughs can help determine when to seek medical advice and guide treatment decisions. Section 7. Prevention and home remedies. Simple steps for relief. Preventing colds and coughs involves adopting healthy habits that reduce exposure to germs and boost our immune systems. Frequent hand washing with soap and water is crucial, especially after using the restroom, before meals, and after being in public places. Covering our mouths and noses when coughing or sneezing helps prevent the spread of droplets. Using a tissue or coughing or sneezing into the crook of our elbow minimizes the risk of contaminating our hands. Avoiding close contact with sick individuals, especially those with respiratory symptoms, can reduce transmission. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle by eating a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep strengthens our immune systems. Home remedies like gargling with salt water can soothe a sore throat, while drinking plenty of fluids helps thin mucus and prevent dehydration. Using a humidifier or taking a hot shower can add moisture to the air, easing congestion and cough. Section 8. Seeking professional help. When to consult a doctor. While most colds and coughs resolve on their own within a week or two, certain symptoms warrant medical attention. These include high fever, over 101.5 degrees Fahrenheit or 38.6 degrees Celsius, difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, chest pain or tightness, wheezing or a whistling sound when breathing, coughing up blood or blood-tinged phlegm, and symptoms that worsen or don't improve after a week. Children, older adults, and individuals with weakened immune systems should see a doctor if their symptoms are severe or concerning. Seeking prompt medical attention ensures proper diagnosis, treatment, and prevents complications. Section 9. Conclusion. Staying healthy in a world of germs. Colds and coughs are common ailments that can disrupt our daily lives. By understanding their causes, symptoms, and transmission methods, we can take proactive steps to protect ourselves and others. Practicing good hygiene, adopting healthy habits, and seeking medical advice when necessary can help us manage these illnesses effectively. Remember, prevention is always better than cure, and simple measures can go a long way in staying healthy.